So this is part of my homework. I got the rest of it I still have to put up. I am going to have you guys over here so that you can see better. I don't have a tripod. Well, I guess it's a tripod. It's not a real legit tripod, but it's a tripod. Nonetheless, it works. So, I'm going to put you here, and I'm going to be a little bit more smarter about this and put this down. Try not to touch anything. And oh, my arm is caught up in the way. Okay, sorry. It's probably weird seeing fingers like right in the lens of the camera. I have no clue where the camera lens even is. It must be there. Okay. Alright, well. Yeah. Okay, that would be a good view right there. So it's slowly going down. And I would say you guys have about a thumb's width before you fall off. So it should work. So, we're playing around with fractions. We're kind of in a funk state right now. So, I don't have to do recitations and things like that, which is fine. Okay, so we're dealing with wholes, halves, quarters, and a little bit of eighths. So I have to figure out, like, how many of these things equal one whole. And then I have to figure out how many, like, minus from a whole it is. And I have it written, like, differently. Like, normally, I gotta move this chair over. Like, normally you'd write a fraction, like with a line, a vertical or horizontal line. But I was watching something on YouTube and they're talking about how this way is really abstract. But when you write it out like this, like a half, like one half or two halves equals something, it makes it a little bit more clearer in the mind, and it also gives the concept of really not having to worry about the abstractness of the actual written symbol until the actual concept of understanding we're dealing with halves, we're dealing with quarters, just like we're dealing with houses and boats and things like that. So that's kind of what it is that I've got set up here, which is probably doesn't look anything like what you've seen in like regular textbooks. Okay, so this is written in white. So I'm going to use blue to write this out. So this is a half and a half. One half is, I don't like that. It doesn't stand out. It doesn't stand out as much as I would like. So I'm going to redo this. This is there's a box here. I'm going to see if I can find a pink or just another color. Let me see. What color is this? This is like a pink. We'll try this one. Ooh! This blue works really well. This is a nice blue, but it's kind of small. Okay, so one half and 1/2. Oh, that is so pretty. Look at that color. Is a whole. And then 2/2, 2/2, and oh, that's 0/2. That's a whole. And then here we have subtraction, which I'm probably standing right in the way, but 1 whole minus 1/2 equals 1/2. And then 1 whole minus 2/2. I gotta think. If I have a whole piece of pizza, and I take away 2/2 of the pizza, I will have no pizzas left. This is gonna be 0/2. Okay, so that covers the first part. Now I'm going to have to erase the board. Well, I could try to write some more about the, let me see here. Let me erase the board, because I'm going to have to redo everything. So, I hope teacher got all that. So I'm not going to put it up again. Okay, so next we move on to the fourths. So if I remember rightly, he had, I had to think, he had one, a little dizzy, he had that's supposed to be a U. Okay, 1/4 plus something fourths equals 1 whole. And then I think he had 2/4. That over a little bit. Oh, my arm hurts. I think I'm making the letters too big. But I kind of have a headache. And I don't want to be squinting. So that's 2/4. And then there is 3/4 over here, plus something. I hope this is like reachable. Yeah. Oh, my arm hurts. Oh my gosh. This is punishment. And then there's 1/4, 2/4, 3/4, and then 4/4. Plus something equals blank fourths. And then, let's see. These are all going to equal a whole. WHOLE. Somebody told me I should be a doctor because I have really messy handwriting. And then the subtractions, I think, is 1 I think. I don't know how he had it. I think he had like 1 whole. Well, I'll do the subtractions later. Oh, yeah, because I got more space at the bottom of the board, but you're not going to be able to see it. So I'll just write these out quick. Okay, so 1/4 and 3/4 is a whole. I got like these little images of their little sheets, my little fraction things in my head. 2/4 and blank fourths is a whole. 2/4 and 2/4 is a whole, which is the equivalent of a half. This is like a half, and that's a half. 2/4 is a half. And then 3/4 and 1/4 is a whole. And then over here, I really would like to get this chair out of the way. I could put up another bookshelf. 4/4 and let me see, 0/4 is a whole, because 4/4 is the whole. So that's the fourths. And then I gotta do the subtraction on that. And then let's see. I gotta figure out how that was set up though. I need a bigger chalkboard. 6 feet is not long enough. Let me see here. Okay, so for the subtractions on the fourths, he had 1 whole minus, no, I don't know how he had it. I think he had me answering the problem. So he had like 1 whole minus, I don't know, I think it was like 1/4, and then he just dropped the number, but I'm really not sure. And then you got 1 whole minus 2/4 and then 1 whole minus 3/4. Am I gonna fit the lesson over here? I'll just write it down here. And then 1 whole minus 4/4 is that. Okay, so now we're dealing with a 1 whole, take away 1/4, that's going to be 3/4. And then 1/4, 1 whole minus 2/4 is going to be 2/4, which is equivalent to 1/2. Which is equivalent to, just keep it all normal. Okay, so that's equivalent. And then 1/4 minus 3/4, 1 whole minus 3/4 is 1/4. which is smallest. And then 1 whole minus 1 whole minus 4/4. I gotta think on the pizza thing again. If I have a whole piece of pizza and I cut it up into 4 pieces and I take away all 4, yeah, 4/4, I have no fourths left over. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, so that's the fourths. Now the eighths. And there's a lot of eighths. The eighths are going to take a long, long time. I hope not. But I'll figure out how to make it so that I can fit it all on. Fit it all on. But this is fun. I get to kind of teach about fractions and learn about fractions and use my blackboard. And I don't have to use my vision. Well, at least not nearly as bad as if I was looking at flashcards. Okay, so then I'm actually going to wipe this down because it's getting pretty bad. I use sidewalk chalk. It's thicker, it's thicker. It produces a more bold line for me to see better. Okay, so now we move on to the eighths. So if we have 1/8 plus something. Yeah. I'm going to just put this on the EIG. This is going to equal 1 whole. And so then we got EIG plus something. EIG. Shorthand for eighths. Gotta love it. We'll put down WHL for whole. Yeah, I'm learning. We got 3/8 EIG plus, we're just gonna drop the addition sign because we know that we're adding. Gonna be 1 whole. Then I forget to do my shorthand. Then we got 4/8 EIG and something is going to equal 1 whole. And then I need to write on the board more because my upper arm really hurts. 5/8 plus something is a whole. WHL. Oh my gosh, my arm. Oh my gosh. Oh. Ow. I gotta think. So that's 5. So this is 6/8 EIG plus something equals a whole. And then 6, 7, and then 8 eighths, and something equals equals a whole. Oops, oh, that's worse. There. And plus something equals whole. Oh, my arm. Those teachers back in like the 1800s and stuff, they must have had like arms of steel. Oh my gosh. Oh. Oh my gosh. Okay, so then we got 8. I got 1/8 and 7/8 is a whole. And then 2/8, 6, 7, 8. I'm counting again. So this is 6, because 2 and 6 are 8, even though we're still working on 6s. So that's a 6. And then 3/8 and 5, I think. 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. Okay, so that's right. I can almost do like my strokes like I used to do. 4 and 4/8. 4/8 and 4/8 is, I think it's 4/8, but I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think it's 4/8. And then the one over here, 5/8 and 6. No, because that's too high. 5, 6, 7, 8. That's 3. So again, yeah. I had to count on that one. And this is the other one I had to count. That's like strokes for counting. And then 6 and 2. 6, 7, 8. Yeah, 6 and 2. And then 7 and 1. Yeah, we haven't got to the number 8, so this is all new. Wait, 8, 8, and 8/8 is already a whole, so you don't need any more things in there. Okay, so that's my 8s on the addition side. Now I have to erase the board and do the subtraction side of the 8s. I'm going to come over and do it this way. And then erase that. Erase this up here. I think I'm going to have to clean the board at least once a week. Because this chalk is really nasty. I mean, it's good chalk, but it has a lot of dust and it makes the board really messy. Okay, so then for the subtractions, we have one whole. I'm going to use my shortcuts again. One whole minus, I don't know how he, one whole minus 1, I think it was like 1/8. 1, and I'll do my shortcut again, well, or not, is some kind of 8th. Put a little box, and then we got one whole minus 2/8 UGH. It's going to give you some kind of 8. And then you got 1 whole minus 3/8. It's going to give you some kind of 8th. And then I feel really dizzy. 1 whole and 4/8 is going to give you some kind of 8th. And then over in the corner, 1 whole minus some kind of, no, that's 5/8. It's going to give you some kind of 8th. Yeah, my arm hurts. My arm hurts really, really bad. And then we got 1 whole. I gotta let my arm rest. It feels like I've been practicing piano for like 500 years. 1 whole minus 6/8 is going to give you some kind of 8th. And then 1 whole minus 7/8 going to give you some kind of 8th. And then lastly, 1 whole minus 8/8 It's going to give you some kind of 8th. Alright, then I grab my chalk again. Where's the blue one? There it is. Okay, so 1 whole minus 1/8. Oh my gosh. I had music notes in my head this morning, and I still have music notes in my head when I think about these sometimes. 1 whole, so this is 7. I was dealing with 8s, and 8/8 equal a whole. So this would be 7 wholes. No, 7/8. And then this one here is going to be 1 whole and 6/8. I'm really biffed up on that one. 1 whole for 5. This is going to be 5/8. I really can't write that well. There, that's 5/8. Somebody's dog is barking, or not even barking, like crying, howling, weeping, whatever dogs do when their foot is caught in the garbage disposal. That's what it sounds like. Okay, so this is 4/8, which I think is half of a whole, but I don't know. My brain is really, like, the 8s is stretching things a bit too far. So, yeah. Okay, so then 5 and 3. 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that adds up. So 5 and 3/8. 1 whole minus 5 is 3/8. And then over here we have 1 whole. This isn't 6. I'm trying to think what this is. 2. Because 6 and 2 is 8. Yeah. Yeah, 6, 7, 8. See, doing that bouncy thing on the number line. Let me see here. And then 1 whole minus 7 eighths is 1/8. And then 1 whole minus 8 eighths is 0/8. I can't draw a smiley face in that because it's too small. Plus, it's too narrow. Okay, so that's my arithmetic, and that's my hands. They're all dirty. I'm going to have to wash them. So, yeah. Okay, so I don't know what we're going to do next time, but hopefully it'll be lots of fun. Alright, I got to pick you up so that I don't drop you. There we go. Hopefully everything was able to, show up on here for teacher to grade it properly. Okay, bye.